I'm Charles, and today we're going to be talking about the all-new YoraHome 6550 Pro laser. We're going to be making a fall sign from A to Z as well. We'll also be taking the opportunity to show you its excellent features and some of its great optional accessories. We'll also have a discount code that's available during the entire live stream. It is going to be the coupon code FALL, F-A-L-L. And that is going to be good for 10% off of any of the 6550 Pro accessories or the 6550 Pro itself. We'll also be giving away an expansion kit for the 6550 Pro later on in our live stream. So you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. And if you have any questions during this live stream, please feel free to leave them in the chat. Okay, so let's get started with our project. Today, we're going to get started by making this fall welcome sign. And now this is the finish sign that's on the laser right now. And we are going to be making, so we've started making another one. And we're going to actually cut the welcome portion for this right now. So we're going to jump into our laser. So give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Okay, so now we're going to be jumping into Lightburn. All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to be opening up the file. And we're going to be selecting, now I just need this welcome portion. So we're going to be moving the rest of this. So let me move the rest of this out of here and grab just this welcome portion. All right. So I've already run a test file. So I know for this that I'm going to need to run at 250 millimeters per minute and 75% power. And then if you want to download a copy of the test file for yourself, which looks like this, you can visit yorahome.com/downloads. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm just going to jump into the chat really quick and just make sure that I'm not missing anything. So let's just take a 10-second pause. Whoa. All right, so let's go to me. Hi. Hi, Carmen. So if anybody has any questions during this, feel free to put them in the chat and I will answer as many of them as I can. And if it's something that I cannot answer, I do have someone helping me in the chat. And then for Instagram, if you are watching on Instagram, unfortunately, I cannot switch camera angles for you. So you are going to just get a fixed camera point of view for now. All right, so now we're going to jump to actually making something. So let's grab some material. Now this is 1/8 inch birch plywood. And let me switch to the overhead. So this 8 inch birch plywood. And we are going to be cutting it out now. So let me jump back into Lightburn. Okay, so now I'm going to select this. And like I said, we're going to be running this at, I apologize, my version of Windows is being obstinate. This usually hides, and it's not hiding, so I cannot see my color assignment. So if you give me 1 second, I am having a little bit of a technical difficulty. Just give me 1 second. Oh, come on. I literally just need Let me stop sharing my screen for 1 second and fix my taskbar. So give me 1 second. I do apologize about this. This is something that I planned for everything except for this, apparently. So give me 1 second because I cannot, well, let me see, can I start it from this? Okay. Taskbar behaviors. Okay, there we go. I do apologize once again. I just needed to get into the layers menu, which was hidden, and now I can get into it. So let me start sharing my screen again, and we will go. All right, so let's add this, and we'll go back into here. So now we will be able to select this. Now I need to set my speeds. So now I'm going to set my speed to 250 millimeters per minute and my speed to 75% power, and then I want 1 pass. Oh man, hang on 1 second. I apologize. The laser came unplugged. This is my first live stream, so if you can just bear with me, I am going to definitely get better. So give me 1 second. All right. Now let's get into Lightburn. All right, so now I've got my Lightburn file set. So now we're going to frame it. So I'm going to hit the button to frame, and this is going to just show us where it's going to run on the materials. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so now that we've framed it, let's go ahead and we're going to hit cut. Now, while it's cutting, I'm going to be wearing my safety glasses as a precaution. I also do have ventilation. So I do have a fan that's pulling the smoke out of here, and it should get most of it out of the way. So let's go ahead and hit start. Okay. All right, and then while this is cutting, let's talk about all the new features of the 6550 Pro. It's an 80-watt machine power, 10-watt optical power, diode laser engraver. It features homing switches for consistent homing position every time. It also features dual Y-axis motors for better synchronization and faster movement with reduced racking. It also has drag chains on both the X and Y axis. That's for easier cable management. And if you're coming from a different machine, that's actually a bigger selling point than you might think. I had another machine and it did not have cable management like this, and you could literally cut the cable. So it is a huge deal. And it also comes with an air assist. And that's also an optional extra for most others that this comes with. All right. So if you have any questions, I'm going to jump over to the chat again, and let's see if there's any questions. All right. Thank you. Yes, we do sell the honeycomb tray. It is available on our website. If you go to YoraHome.com, it is available under the laser accessories. So let's see. Thanks, Carmen. All right. So as you can see, it's cutting now, and it's doing a pretty good job so far. You can see that, well, let me actually get myself out of it so that you can see better. There. Now you can see all of it, and I'm not in the screen, so that's much better. Hi, Tony. How are you doing today? All right. So let's go ahead and let's give away an extension kit. So we're going to give away an extension kit today that takes your 6550 Pro from being a 6550, which is roughly 26 inches by 20 inches, which is the working area that we have here, and it turns it into a 65-100, which is 26 inches by 39 inches, which is massive. To enter the giveaway, you're going to need to enter the comments. You're going to need to enter in the comments. You're going to want to comment 80-watt extension. So we're going to do that in just a minute. So no, you don't need to clamp the wood unless it's really warped. It is good just laying there. If it is very warped, I have magnets that I use. All right, so explain a little bit more about the 80-watt versus the 10-watt. All right, so 80-watt machine power means the entire machine runs on 80 watts power. And then the diode optical power is 10 watts. And that's achieved using 2 diode lasers that are put together and compressed into a very small 0.8, I believe it's 0.8 by 0.8 spot. And that means that you're going to be able to get just a fantastic engraving and cutting with this. Okay. Let's see. No, the wood doesn't move with the laser. Everything is stationary. The laser itself is actually mounted on a gantry, and that's where the stepper motors come in. So you actually have 2 on this side and 1 on this side. And the top one is driving the gantry itself, so it's moving the laser back and forth. And then this one is moving this side, and then this one is moving the right side of it independently. A lot of the smaller units will actually only have 2 of the motors because it's cheaper. But you can't keep it in square as easily then. So what you'll end up doing is they'll have a bar going across it, which then reduces your height, and it's not as good as having both or having them on both sides. So hopefully that is a good explanation. All right. I'm not a computer. All right, so the software is actually, so once you get used to it, it is very simple to use. Now, I use Lightburn. There is another option available. There's a free option called Laser Grbl. It's Laser GRBL, and that is, it's an okay free option, but I prefer using the using Lightburn, which is a much more powerful set of software tools. It does have a little bit of a learning curve, but it's very intuitive and very simple to get into. All right, how long does it take for one project? It depends really on the project. You know, if you're cutting something like this, it can take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. For a full sign, it will take you probably 20 to 30 minutes. It's the fastest way that I know of to go from an idea to a finished product. Anytime I want to make something, I have 3D printers, I have all of it. This is the fastest way that I know of to just, I'll have an idea, I want to go make something. I'll just, I jump into Lightburn and I throw together my quick design, and then I hit start, and within a few minutes I've got a design and I've got a finished project. And you can see that I've made quite a few things with it. Oh, you can't see. You're seeing a cutting. So give me another second. All right. You can see I've made a few cutting boards and some other things with it here. So anything, if you have any questions about engraving on anything or different types of engravings, let me know. Nice, it's done. All right. Let me switch back over to the overhead camera only really quickly. So let's grab this off of here. Ooh, that's nice. So I love it whenever everything just like falls out, just like that. Perfect. So now this is a very delicate design, so I'm not going to move much of it. I do not want it to break. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And so this is going to eventually, once I paint it, it will come out and it will look just like this. I'm trying to be very gentle because this is a very delicate piece. All right, perfect. There we go. All right, so there is that. All right, the size. From small to big. So, I mean, you can go anywhere from, let me think. So I've made some very small things. So this, I will put it under the zoom camera so that you can see. So this is a bunch of earrings that I've made. And these are 1/8" plywood, birch plywood. And you can see the detail is fantastic. There's minimal charring or anything like that, and I was able to just go ahead and make some earrings quickly with it. And then also I've made up to, I made this big surfboard. Just took up most of the real estate, but I was able to make this, and this is from 1/4" plywood. So it's able to cut 1/8" and 1/4" plywood perfectly. What font am I using? That's a great question. I have no idea. This is part of a sign that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica. So if you want to, we can put a link to this sign. I'll put a link to it in the description, and you can go there and you can download it. That way you can make it yourself. So 1/4" is about as deep as you can cut through with this. You can go you could probably cut deeper, but it's mainly for laser engraving. And yes, this machine, the great thing about it is it's also portable. It's sitting on top of the table. If we wanted to, you want to engrave on a dining room table. You can literally take this, set it on your dining room table. You can pick it up. It's completely portable. You can set it on your dining room table. You can engrave on it. Anywhere that you can fit it, you can engrave. So it is really fantastic in that regard. You don't really have any size limitations because you have basically a 4-way pass-through. So you're able to, I don't need to wear the glasses anymore. Wow, I'm not a dork. All right. So you're able to move the machine around really easily, and it's overall just a fantastic machine. Yes, there is some buffering. I do apologize for that. And this is being recorded, so it will be available later. And we will also have some lives later on in the year, specifically featuring light burn and other topics that you want us to feature. So if you have any questions about something, or if you really want us to take a deep dive into something, just leave us a comment, and we will we'll look into it, and we'll either make a live or we'll look into making a video on it, just explaining how it's done. All right, so give me 1 second. Let me wrap my head around the comments. And all right. So, give me 1 second, and I am going to go in and I will add a link to that file. I do apologize. I can't put a link in Instagram. So if you do want to see the link or any of this, you're going to have to go to YouTube or Facebook or one of the others. But I did just put a link to the Creative Fabrica page where I downloaded this. And once again, just so you know, that Creative Fabrica is a fantastic place. It's fully commercial licensed art. So if you're starting a small business or you're wanting to start out, you're starting with something that you know that you'll be able to sell. All right. Give me 1 second. And while I'm looking at this, I'm going to take a second just to say, follow us on all of our social media if you haven't already. Check out, we have a YouTube channel with a lot of tutorials and walkthroughs. Tony does a fantastic job of explaining how each of the machines works. And we also have an Instagram page, Facebook. We have a fantastic Facebook CNC forum where you can go and you can find any information out and you can get help from other members or from our admin staff. And let's see, is there anything else? Okay, so the laser height. Now, on the front of this machine, if you want to set the correct focal distance, there's this little block. I don't know how well you can see it. So it's this little metal block. You set this on top of whatever you're going to be engraving, and then you're going to bring the laser head over, and you want to move it slowly. You're going to bring the laser head over, and you're going to want to raise or lower. Now, because I'm not set up for this specific media, it's not going to be the correct height, but you're going to want to raise or lower the media to where, second, it's locked. So you're going to want to raise it up to where you can get the block to slide under, and it just touches the top. And once you've done that, your focus is perfectly set. Put it out of the way. You pop your laser shield back on, and you're good to laser engrave whatever the thickness you are working on. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to switch back to me. All right, so let's go ahead and yes, Jim is correct with that. When moving the laser by hand, you want to move it very slowly. You don't want to move it quickly. If you move it too quickly, even when the laser's off, if you move it quickly, you'll see the laser light, like the controller light up because it's feeding electricity back into it. So you always want to move it very slowly. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, and then once again, just a reminder, all of the 6550 Pro and its accessories are on sale during this live stream using the coupon code FALL. Using the coupon code FALL, F-A-L-L. All right, and then we are going to give away an expansion kit. All right, so if everyone has, give me 1 second. So if everyone has gone ahead and commented, so I need everyone to comment 80 watt expansion because that's what I had everyone say earlier. And 80 watt extension is what I had everyone say earlier. So if everyone can comment 80 watt extension, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to randomly select one user and we're going to contact you with, and you will have won a expansion kit for the 6550 Pro. So give me 1 second. All right, guys, I think that's about it. So if you have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comment. Definitely, if you have any questions about any of the machines that are seen here or any of them in the background, you can visit our website, YoraHome.com, or give us a call. Our phone number is, of course, not right in front of me when I need it because I'm on a different thing. So it's 1-833-541-5997. Once again, that's 1-833-541-5997. Give us a call and let's talk. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.